Hi, I'm Jenny Saunders, and I'm the Family and Consumer Science teacher for 8th grade Life Management Skills class. So what you're seeing right here is a glimpse of our Canvas page for our class, and I'm kind of going to walk through it for you just little by little, so to give you a better understanding as to what your kiddos are up to. So I try to keep it very bare bones, very simple, and so when the expectation for they come to class is open up their Canvas and see what we're going to do today. So I have it easily marked because I do teach both 6th and 7th period for 8th grade, that I have it marked on here that if they're the purple class, they are, or purple day, they're period 7. If they are on a teal day, it's period 6, and the hornet days and the such. So including with the dates and everything. So when they come here, basically it'll either have the topic as to where we're going to go, like in this case it's Nearpod, or if there is a link such as this one where it's a digital escape room and it's a task, and then if there's an exit ticket, I also try to kind of give them a heads up that this is summative, so this is a big deal, or perhaps I use the word formative to let them know it's practice, which is still very important to help us get all the information that we need for the summative grading. So in a nutshell, this is the week that we are coming up for next week. And then, believe it or not, time flies so quickly that here we're coming to the new grading period almost. So basically, this is the last day where we're doing grades, which is 2 weeks from now on Tuesday, and then a holiday. And you can see I have a little pre-planning on here. So in a nutshell, this is their information as to what are the units. Right now we have, when we first started out, we did personal development. We're currently in foods, and we are now starting to touch on the nutrition. So they just learned about nutrients today, and that's a Thursday. So, and then these are the other things that we're going to be moving into. So, to keep it also very easy, I have a lot of kids sometimes that say, I'm absent, or I'm sick, or I'm out of town, or I'm at a doctor's appointment or whatever, and can you send me the links to all my assignments? So instead of them digging over here on the side, which they still can certainly still click on assignments, and but I put also here on the bottom past due assignments. So literally all the weeks are all mapped up, and all the links to anything that they need to formatively or summatively access are down here. That doesn't mean they can't click on assignments over here in the left margin, and everything is all mapped out here. But more importantly, if they click on something like grades, that will also tell you on here that if you were to go into your child's Canvas and you see this glaring red missing, this of course is just a example student. This is not a real student. That here are all the activities that we did, and it tells you their score and whether it's late, whether it's missing, or it's completed. So you do know that we're changing our grading from standard letter grading to standard-based grading. And so if your child has only one standard or outcome that's associated with the practice that's on here, it would be 4 points. But if it's something like this one where it's 12, so that means there are 3 standards that are attached to it. So the bigger the number, then the more standards that are attached. So when it comes to something like these 3 summative here, this one has 3 outcomes or standards, this one has 1, this one has 1, and the formative doesn't really matter just because it's just practicing to get to perfection in the summative. So yeah, this is pretty much in a nutshell. These are all the units that your kiddo is going to be covering. And what's more importantly is right now we have done 1 lab already, and we're in the preparation of doing a 2nd lab, which was going to be something in the lines of fried rice. But more importantly, I certainly would insist upon you kind of giving your kid more responsibility in the kitchen to help prepare foods to give you a break, but more importantly, to give them more practice. There is going to be an upcoming assignment. Well, actually, they have one outstanding assignment where they're supposed to be designing their room or cleaning it and organizing it, and that's due at the end of the grading period. But more importantly, there is going to be a food preparation assignment that they'll need to be doing at home, and that basically it's a meal of choice, whether they come up with the protein and the vegetable and the grain, or they could do something like soup. So they'll have some options for them, and you don't have to buy anything new. All you have to do is just use the ingredients that you have at home, so it's easy peasy. So be on the lookout for that. Obviously it probably won't be till the beginning of the next quarter, and to kind of give you an idea as to when that's coming. But if you have any questions at all about what your kiddo is learning or their expectations or something, don't hesitate to email me at all. My email is also located here right on the bottom of my Bitmoji here, or you can also get it through your parent view. So thank you for taking the time to listen, and hope to talk to you soon.